in the world is going on with this government shutdown? Well, I'm trying to wrap my head around it, and I'm listening to what everyone's saying, and they're saying the Republicans are trying to pass a clean bill, and the Democrats keep voting no. And it occurred to me, I have no idea what a clean bill is, so I asked ChatGPT, and it was a clean bill is where they try to pass everything as it is right now without making any changes. So there's nothing added to it, no changes. The only thing they are trying to vote on is to open the government as it is right now, as all of the laws stand right now. They're not trying to change any laws or add any laws or take away any laws. They just want to keep the lights on. That's what a clean bill is. And then the Democrats are voting no to reopen the government because I saw this Democrat in a interview, and she said that it's for leverage. This is the only leverage they have, keeping it from passing, because they have this $1.5 trillion rider that they want to put on the bill. They, things that don't have anything to do with the government, with us. It has to do with foreigners. All of it has to do with foreigners, or things that I don't think is morally right. Like they're trying to pass, of course, keeping health benefits in the Obamacare thing for illegals, and making it where the insurance will, or some part of like a Medicare or whatever or something, will pay for transgender surgeries and DEI programs overseas. What does that have to do with us? And for like certain other services in Europe, like if I'm not mistaken, they want to give money to bail European banks out for some reason, something that's going on over there. It's got nothing to do with us, and it's sure not worth people going without food, especially at Thanksgiving. Why are they fighting so hard? Why are they fighting so hard? And I did hear, like I said, a Democrat House person in an interview. She said, this is our leverage to get what we want. So they're holding Americans hostage, and there's going to be a lot of hungry people in November so that they can pass their stupid bills that don't even have anything to do with Americans. And we are $1.5 trillion. I'm sorry. We are $37 trillion in debt, and they're trying to tack another $1.5 trillion on that we have to pay for. They have nothing to do with us or our well-being or anything that will benefit Americans in any way, but they want to use my wallet, your wallet, as their wallet. To me, it's theft. Okay, why are they doing that? Why is it so important to them? All right. Why would it be so important for them to have Obamacare pay for illegals? Okay, well, either, I'm thinking about that. If you've watched while all this was transpiring with all of these caravans, did you look and see most of them were military-aged men without families? Don't you remember thinking how weird it was? I think, and I said all along, they were importing an army. And they gave them phones and homes and millions of dollars. Why would they pay millions and millions of dollars to house people in hotels? Why? Hotels are temporary. They're not meant to stay here very long, apparently. I think that it was an army. And that's how they paid the army. Gave them free everything, free, gave them, oh my God, you just have no idea. Paying their army. That's what I think. What if? I'm definitely not saying I have no proof. It's just me intuitively thinking. I mean, I can't think of any. Of course, there are beautiful, beautiful families. I can say that for sure. Because I'm a teacher. Beautiful families. And I'm going to say the Hispanics are a dream to work with. I love them. I am not racist in any way. I'm just noticing the obvious. I love my babies. I'm telling you, I would give my life for them, and I want their families to have what they need. But I'm looking at the big picture and the good of our country. I'm talking about their families. I would give anything if for sure the families that needed it could have it. I wish there was some way that arrangements could be made, but military age young men, they don't need it. I have to pay for my insurance. Why do they get it free? I think they're paying. That's how they're paying their army, one of the ways. And then I'm thinking about all these other weird programs, like sending money over to Haiti for teaching transgenders how to date. I don't know. Go look it up. It's some crazy stuff. But there's no way that they track that money. I think it's a payoff. I think they're paying somebody, using that money to pay off because they're desperate. They're desperate for some reason. And I don't know, every time I think about it, I'm thinking of like mobster movies, like they owe somebody for a gambling debt and Jimmy's coming to collect. They desperately need that money. And I think probably for payoffs, they're paying somebody off. Money laundering. They need that money for something. That they are desperate. They're desperate for some reason that they're willing to sacrifice the well-being of 40 million people that need food. Maybe, 40 million people. There are a lot of those, or a lot of them are they're foreign or illegals. I mean, something is going on. What if that's why? What if they're trying to, make sure their army is not going to, get fed up and not getting any money and leave? Because you think, Obama, it's our, Tulsi Gabbard reported that Obama is guilty. They did a coup. I guarantee you that our military would not have gone along with Mr. Obama, and they would have, done what the Constitution tells them they're supposed to do. They would never have cooperated with a coup. But an imported army would have. And I think everything's falling down around their ears. I don't know. What if that's what happened? I don't have any proof. That's just kind of, I kind of intuitively feel like it, and, my conspiracy theory brain and all.